Hello, welcome to the fourth chapter of this tutorial series. In this short chapter, we will talk about mechanics around faction warfare. Specifically, we will cover how to join faction warfare, how to manage the standings, and how to convert your loyalty points into ISK. We will start with enlistment in faction warfare. There are two ways to join faction warfare. The first one is to join as a corporation or alliance, and in this case, all pilots in this corporation or alliance will become part of faction warfare. The second way is to join faction warfare individually. This is called direct enlistment. In this case, only one character will become a part of faction warfare. There is a standings requirement to enlist. If you enlist directly in Empire faction warfare, when you need non-negative base standings with a chosen faction. The important bit here is the unmodified or base standings. So your standings with a faction can actually be positive, but because of diplomacy skill. And the game does not look at the modified standings, it will look at the base standings. So if you look at the picture on the right, you will see a pilot with 1.03 positive Caldari state standings, but this is actually modified standings, and the actual or unmodified standing is negative 0.68, and this pilot will not be able to enlist with Caldari. This mechanic works differently to missions or epic arcs that will use modified standings. Faction warfare uses unmodified standings. For insurgencies, the same logic applies, but you need higher than negative 2.0 base standings with a chosen faction. So it's a bit easier to join. And for corporation enlistment, the game will calculate the average unmodified standings among all pilots in the corporation or alliance. So if you join as a part of corporation, the standings of individual pilot can be negative as long as the average across all corporation is positive. The retirement from militia is quite straightforward. You just click a button and the game will instantly unenlist you. The only limitation is that you cannot enlist in faction warfare again for the next day or 24 hours, and after that you can enlist again just fine. Let's look at how to enlist directly in-game. So you go to the hamburger menu on the top left of your screen when you go to activities and to factional warfare. Here you click open faction selection, pick a site. For example, I want to enlist with Galenta. And here the game will check my standings. And if my standings are too low, then enlistment will not be active. And let's check my standings. So my standings with Galente are 1.17, but this is a modified standings. And my base standings are -1, and the modified positive because of diplomacy 5. So I think I have positive base standings with Minmatar. Yeah. So if your unmodified standings check passes, then the game will tell you where you can enlist. In this case, I'm at the Galenta station, so I cannot enlist here, but I can enlist 2 jumps away. So the game will simply find the closest station where you can enlist, and when you go to the station and you click enlist and you're in faction warfare. Pretty simple.